John Adams' Letters from the Front podcast for April 1916. This podcast looks at life in World War I through the letters of John Adams, who was 23 when he joined up in September 1914. He served with the 9th Service Battalion, Royal Irish Fusiliers, and was involved in many significant events on the Western Front, particularly Passchendaele. These are his words, read by his grandchildren, and narrated by his great-grandchildren. This is one of the few months that we have no letters from John Adams. We don't know why, but we can speculate. Perhaps he was home on leave just before being deployed back to the Western Front, so there was no need for him to write to his mother if he was at home. He may have been too busy to write, with duties as orderly sergeant meaning he had little personal time. Or it may be that we just do not have the letters that were written for April 1917, being lost somewhere in the past 100 years. Of course, there might be other explanations, but we will now have communication every month until the end of the war. This month in our history section we look at the 9th Battalion of the Royal Irish Fusiliers in the first few months of 1917. My name is Mark Adams, and John Adams was my grandfather.
By the start of 1917, the 9th Royal Irish Fusiliers were in the middle of the longest period that they would spend between major attacks or engagements during the war. New Year's Day brought the much-delayed Christmas dinner, as well as inspections, bathing and church services. This was to begin a month out of the line for the battalion. They devoted their time to training, work patrols and football. Lieutenant Colonel Blacker was awarded the Distinguished Service Order Medal in the New Year's honours. While back at the line in February at Courtayup, they again sustained injuries. These occurred during wiring parties, sniper fire, and even training took its toll on the men. The weather was cold with spells of snow, and by the end of February, when warmer weather came in, water levels started to rise as well, leading to more work done on the trenches. On the 15th of March, Lieutenant Colonel Blacker was ordered to hand over command and return to Ireland. The new commanding officer was Lieutenant Colonel Stafford James Somerville, who had 27 years' service and served in Gallipoli May 1915. Later in March, a new chaplain, Reverend S. Mayers, from Kilmore in County Armagh, began his duties. Much of the men's time was either work parties, refitting or training. New techniques and tactics were now being taught. Much had been learned from the Somme offensive, and platoons worked hard in learning these new ways. They also still enjoyed inter-company competitions and prepared for inter-battalion competitions. This is one way to keep the men's morale up. During this period, the men moved several times to different billets, sometimes marching many miles in terrible weather. They also continued to receive more men, both with new recruits and the wounded coming back. The month of May would see a return of John Adams to the 9th Royal Irish Fusiliers, and not long after that, the men returned to offensive action at the Battle of Messies.
Thank you for listening to John Adams' Letters from the Front podcast. To find out more about John Adams and his family, visit www.johnadams.org.uk/letters, and you can email us with your comments or questions at letters@johnadams.org.uk. You can also follow @JAdamsLetters on Twitter. The history of the 9th Service Battalion Royal Irish Fusiliers during World War I is taken from Blacker's Boys. Visit them at www.9thirishfusiliers.co.uk. That's with the number 9, not the letter. The podcast will be published 100 years after the letters were written, so will be published nearly every month. This has been a Mark's Mess production.